to the Adventure of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
Wake up, America! It's time for the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY.com, West Palm Beach's #1 internet radio station. Here's your host, the Pipeman.
Take a 40 to the head, 'cause you're rocking with the best. Every single one of us is unchained. Unchained. From tall kids and freestyles in a parking lot to bad record deals and falling off of the top. I used to have big dreams and I lost a lot. Now I need this more than ever. This is all that I got.
This is Pipeman here on the Adventures of Pipeman W4CY Radio, and I'm here with Parkway Drive.
Hollywood Undead.
Oh, you tricked me. I didn't sleep, so I was like, am I Parkway Drive?
I know, right?
Yeah.
I'm Parkway Drive?
After last night, I had to do it when you guys did that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. That Family Feud was freaking hilarious.
People thought it was scripted, and I was like...
Really?
Yeah, so many people were like, did you guys script it? I was like, we didn't go up and rehearse anything. It just happened the way it did, but, like... It couldn't happen any better.
Oh, no. And let me tell you, when I interviewed Winston, he talked a lot about it, too.
Yeah.
And I told him he needs to get the rest of his band members and replace them for the next Family Feud, because he was the only one that was good and they all sucked.
Well, we brought in a ringer. We got our King Don, our guitar tech. We gave him tequila at 9 a.m., and we knew what we were doing. That was calculated. He came on, and he did exactly what we wanted him to do. And he stole the show, and afterwards Parkway Drive was like, I see what you did. It's like, you brought in a ringer. It worked.
I know, right? It was, too. Like, it was so amazing. I was talking to one of you afterwards, and we were talking about the interview, and he's like, you want me to bring King Don to do the interview? I'm like, yeah, that would be funny as shit, because he has been the hit of all of Shiprocked. Yeah. I mean, like...
He's actually stolen the show from all the bands. It's all about King Don.
Literally, I'm like getting in the elevator, and I hear someone yell, King Don! Yeah. And then he's like, right on.
Dude, people tell me about their signatures getting from King Don. I'm just like, damn, well, what about me? And they're like, nah, dude, right on.
He literally, like, okay. So there's like the game where like the people are doing lyrics in the theater and they stop, and some cookie's like, don't King Don me now.
Oh, man, that's great.
The guy didn't know the lyrics, so he went strippers, which was the answer that King Don won with. So he became like a sensation on the boat. Yeah. It's wild.
It's amazing. And then I was talking to Cookie before the prom.
Yeah.
But, of course... The kid came in, so he was going to have King Don be the king of the prom.
Dude. Yeah.
I mean,
that's what
instead it was his date, his prom date, which is even funnier.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw him out there.
Oh, my God. It was just the most entertaining part of the whole Shiprocked.
Yeah. It literally took this whole shit by storm.
I don't know if anyone can top that. Really?
I don't think anybody ever can top that.
I don't know, like, of all the years that this will go on, I don't think there's not a single human being that can top what King Don accomplished.
I feel like he's going to get invited back before we do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
he'll be like the MC of this.
Yeah.
Cookie's job. No offense, Cookie, but he might take your job. No, I'm just kidding.
I know, right? Totally.
Cookie.
But I do have to say that both your sets, some people are going to not like me. Fucking best two sets of the whole Shiprocked, in my opinion.
You ain't the first one that said it, brother.
Well, I'm glad.
Yeah.
Because and even last night with the rain, I was heading to, and one of my friends, she's like, it's raining. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I'm going anyway.
That's what we said.
Right?
I was like, I don't give a shit, let's go. Like,
and it was badass. And it was almost like, I don't know, I felt like the two sets were so great, they were in competition with each other. Like, I can't even tell which was better. It was almost like...
We switched the second one a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was...
And most people are like, oh, the bands usually just play the same set, which would have been very easy for us to do, but we're like, we got to, like, play 5 different songs.
See?
Switch the order up. It was like...
True artists, you guys
like
are.
The order of the set list was something that was very fresh and new for us. We've never actually put, like, Undead as like top of the set list wherever I go.
Right.
And ending with that and just like the way we mixed it up. And it was nice. And it
But
went
thanks.
over well.
I'm glad you noticed because like
a lot of people noticed. Like, a lot of people were saying good things about it. Just stroking my ego more. I'm just like, hey, it's talent.
Hey, don't get a little King Don on us, okay?
I know, right?
Like,
It was nice for me because, as you know, I do like all the festivals, and sometimes even bands I love, I'm like, I can't go to their set, man. I can repeat what they're saying in between songs, like it,
that always bummed me out. Yeah.
You know, and like when you see them like 10 times in a year, and it's like, okay, I gotta go to the set.
That always bummed me out. We grew up going to shows nonstop as kids, and I was like, 2 days in a row, same banter between songs. Like, dude, just like look at it. Hey, that guy's got a red shirt. Just do something different, Like,
it reminds me of press, and I see these people at festivals and they have scripts and notes. As you've noticed, I've never done that.
Yeah.
Because then they get caught off script and they don't know what to do. Whereas I prefer let the interview take a life of its own, and where it goes is where it goes.
Well, you have a skill that other people don't. Like, you got to be able to freestyle and walk the conversation. And a lot of people can't do that.
And you have to have the passion for the music, which I don't understand press people that cover metal specifically or punk specifically and don't like the genre. That makes no sense to me.
It's weird. Like, it's a huge pet peeve, I'm sure, of most bands when like they never listen to your album, but they're asking you questions about it. I'm like, if this is your job, shouldn't you at least listen to it?
No doubt.
Is it going to kill you to put it on while you go for a walk? Like,
That's like
exactly.
the industry with the suits, man. They get you on their board, and then it's just like they don't even care.
No.
They don't care about it.
It reminds me
of as if they do, but then it just turns into like a flop.
Well, it reminds me of why I got out of music in the 80s, because that is what happened to me, because I would sit backstage with these bands that were getting signed by record labels, and record labels like, you're going to dress like this, your music's going to be like this. I'm like, fuck this, I'm not posing out for nothing. And sucks then, but at least now, today, you guys have a lot more freedom than you did back then.
yeah, it's crazy because people don't realize that now. They used to dictate a lot.
Yeah.
They tried to censor us when we first started and like just change our whole image, and we were like, no, we're not doing that. We got shelved for a while because we wouldn't change. But it was so prominent back then. They could like make you be different and kill the artist, which is crazy. You know what I mean?
You could have been like the biggest band in the world, and then just see ya.
Yeah.
And then okay, what do we do now? We can't. There's no comeback.
It's a big reason that metal got killed by grunge for a while, because all these bands were just being so fake.
Yeah.
And metal's not supposed to be fake.
They became like carbon copies of each other.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
100%.
Like, it got bad for a minute.
Totally.
Yeah.
Last night, too, I love that you did some cover medley type thing going on. That was
We love
badass.
metal. We're not a metal band, per se,
Right,
but we love
exactly.
metal. Yeah.
But it was badass,
Yeah.
because you even killed that stuff. And then just the energy that you bring to the stage, that's what's fun to me.
Yeah.
Like,
When it's wet.
yeah. I mean, it's got to be like that. Like, it's a live thing. If I want to listen to the music, I'll listen to it. But a live show, I want that energy, that passion that you guys bring to the table.
Our philosophy is like, people are paying to be at our show. Bands are bored, like, oh, the crowd sucked. It's your job to entertain them. They paid for that. So the crowd's bad, you need to make them have a good time.
Yeah.
It's literally your job. They paid you for your job.
No doubt.
So bands are like, oh, the crowd sucks, so I didn't have a good show. So we look at it like, if the crowd's not good, we need to make it good.
Yeah.
That is our job.
Right, yeah. If the crowd sucks, maybe it's because of the band.
Yeah.
Not always, but sometimes.
It's circumstantial, but you can win a crowd over.
Yeah.
Just like do your job. But guys in bands are pussies though.
Yeah.
It's the most popular thing out there, but it's like, hey, dude, you gotta fucking step it up a little bit, show you that you care to be here, who just paid for you to be here. You know
Which brings up the art thing, bringing the kids up on stage.
Yeah.
Like, to me, any band that does that, that's my favorite thing, because otherwise, how's the genres going to stay alive if you don't get the kids involved?
Oh, totally, yeah.
You guys are bringing your kids on this ship, and that's like just bringing out the new generation. So it's like us paying tribute to that. Like, hey, guys, look, this is it right here.
Yeah, exactly.
And rock and metal's like, it's fighting a war right now. It's kind of losing battle. Like hip hop, EDM, all that shit is like taking over the world. Rock, like, it's making a huge resurgence right now.
Yeah.
But like, you have to get kids into it. It's the next generation.
100%.
I'm so glad that like kids are loving the Deftones and Korn again. I'm like, this is great. Like, I love that.
What blows my mind is like all the kids, like I'm wearing a Misfits shirt. All the kids have a Misfits shirt. I'm like, how do you know the Misfits? And it's not the kids that are wearing the shirt for fashion. It's the adults that are doing it for fashion. The kids are doing it because they actually like it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and that's what's cool. And you see these kids at these shows. Yeah, that's what's going to keep it alive and keep people coming to shows.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the older generation's going to die off, and then what do you have?
I feel like it happened for a second, but now rock's coming back.
Oh,
it's great.
I think so, 100%. I think even old school rock, where there was actually musicianship, is coming back instead of tracks or computers or.
I mean, you got the Struts and that band Plush.
Yeah.
They're fucking rocking, man.
Oh yeah.
That Plush band, they're amazing.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, they are.
Girl, fuck, dude. When she was singing some Blondie out there, I was like, dude, this is awesome.
Right?
Struts, I couldn't keep my eyes off that front man.
What?
He's got some moves.
You stole one of his moves?
I stole his moves last night on stage, and he came in backstage in our green room, and I was like, hey, dude, I just have to let you know, I stole some of your moves. I watched you the other night, and I had to try them out. So.
I love it.
And he gave me.
And you know what's funny? What's great about the Struts, I said this last night, is you don't even have to like their genre.
No.
Their stage show, their live show, like, you just gotta love it. Like the energy.
The crowd.
Yeah, and that, that's like good old-fashioned rock and roll.
100%.
Like that's really what it is. And if you don't appreciate that, that's fine. But like you don't see like rock bands like that much these days. So it's so awesome to see that.
Right. And after their performance, I was on my way to another set, and I passed by the piano bar, and I stopped because the guitarist of the Struts was singing a song in the piano bar, and then Luke sang a song, and it was just the most fun shit ever. See, I like that about Shiprocked. It's like you guys can have the comfort level to have fun too, because you're not being like bombarded. I think even the attendees at Shiprocked, they have more respect for the bands.
Super respectful. They've been here more than we have.
Right?
It's like, it's their boat. It's not ours. Everyone's like, welcome aboard. So they know like the program. They know how it is. And like literally we're on their boat.
Yeah.
Everyone's been super respectful.
And they don't annoy you like they would at festival. And they're chill.
They literally say hi and bye. Like
exactly.
It's fucking awesome.
Like Corey Taylor likes to say, the people he loves the most are the people that just walk by and say hey and keep walking.
Yeah.
And that's what I see on the ship here. To where you guys can actually eat with all of us.
Yeah.
And not worry about it.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of artists doing it. I've seen you guys in there, but I've seen everybody in there. Yeah. It's like you could go to artist catering, but you prefer to come and hang with everybody else because everybody's being cool.
And never once was I uncomfortable in 5 days, which to me that says a lot.
That's amazing, right?
Yeah, like every 10 steps, someone's like saying your name, but like they're super respectful. It's great, man. I love it.
That's cool. That's very cool. And I also have to say that I loved when you're doing the pictures over there. This says something. And that guy jumped it. Whose arms did he jump in? I wasn't seeing, but he jumped in arms because it was what you did in your set last night. Yeah. And he walks by and he goes, I had to do it. Yeah. You know, it's like, that's cool. Yeah. You know, it's like, and that did amaze me last night when I don't remember who was on whose shoulder, but one of you.
He was on that dude's shoulders,
Yeah, I'm like.
There's a buff dude, and I was like, let me get on this guy's shoulder.
I'm like, holy fuck, that's badass.
I'm jealous because that's kind of like.
I used to get on his shoulders, and the stage was so wet, and I was already slipping and falling everywhere. I was like, I might crack my head open, but I'll do it for Shiprocked. Yeah. Like,
you know what I always wonder about your band is, with all of you singing the way you do, your timing is always like impeccable. Like
it took a long time.
Never the overstepping bounds. Like I was even observing it like the last two sets. I'm like, man, they are so in sync with each other.
It took like a long time to do that.
It took us a while to figure that out, and we've just mastered it. You know, just, I mean, communication.
He's still kind of clumsy and steps on my feet and whatnot, but whatever. I learned to let it go, you know.
That's cool. I saw you eat shit last night.
I did. It was wet.
Talk about being clumsy, huh?
Yeah.
Right?
But no, for real, though, it took a lot of communicating. I mean, it was a lot of fighting and stuff. You know, we were, like, just boozing a lot. But anyways, yeah, I think it all takes is communication, man.
Yeah.
And if you can fucking sit there and communicate like fucking adults maturely, and you can just get it right.
But I'm glad you noticed. That feels good. Like we're doing something right, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it is impressive because even like when I do my radio show with my co-host, it's kind of hard not to step on each other.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
You get in the groove, you know?
And you saying that, I've noticed a lot with everybody here in the fans is like the things they point out and notice within our live set or just being out in the open. It's like things I don't ever really think about or notice.
Wow.
But then when they say it like you did, it's like, fuck, that's cool, man. Like people are actually like seeing the hard work we've been putting in and like just the love we have for everyone that gives us the love. You know what I mean? It's like, this is where we get to showcase us.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's fucking awesome.
And it is hard work. I always like to point out to listeners what hard work it is to be a musician because they do the thing of, oh, you're living the dream life. I get that all the time. They see me going to all these festivals. Oh, you're living the dream life. Yeah, but you didn't see that I didn't sleep for 4 days. Yeah. And I'm spending all day backstage doing interviews and not catching the sets I want or festival dust bullshit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And same with artists. They don't see. Like, I always wonder, like, how the fuck do you guys sing with that festival dust?
Dude, you have like black boogers and snot and all that crap. Like
nail med afterwards, dude, ready to go. Some saline, just shooting that shit out.
I'm telling you, because like by the second day in of a festival, I've like already my nose is so stuffed that I'm like, how am I going to do these interviews?
Yeah.
You know? So I imagine as being an artist up there, like it's even harder because when you're singing too, you're opening up.
You just get used to it, you know? And when someone in a band's like, oh, I can't sing because my nose is clogged, I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. And like, flush your nose out. You'll survive.
Right?
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do. Same when I do interviews, like I'm thinking about, but as soon as I turn the mic on, I'm fine. The minute the mic's off, then I can't breathe again. Like it's.
But you're a professional.
Right.
Yeah, it's like you show up and show out.
Exactly, 100%. So talk to us about what else is going on in 2025, including your new music.
We got a few songs like in the vault. We've been recording, release them probably this year. Oh, no, we will. And then we're going to Australia, Falling Rivers.
I saw that. That's cool.
It'll be fun. And then...
Are you going to surf while you're there?
I want to.
We used to go do the Riptide out there. It's insane. We like went swimming and like we're like wasted. It like took me a quarter mile out in the ocean. I was like, I guess I'm gonna die.
I'm not
like,
going those Riptides.
Right.
See where it's more mellow. You know, maybe get like a 12-footer and get out there.
Dude, the ocean in Australia is unforgiving. Like the PArkway Drive dudes, they bought their surfboards. And I was like, of course you guys would. You're from Australia.
They brought their surfboards, really?
Yeah, he's like, we all grew up surfing just like you guys grew up playing baseball.
I was going to bring mine, too, because I went when I went to St. Thomas, my plan was there's like one of the most epic surf spots in the world in St. Thomas.
I didn't know
that.
Yeah, in Hull Bay.
I didn't know
like,
that.
If you go in the morning, low tide, you're okay if you're not like advanced pro.
Yeah.
But after that, you better be advanced pro because that shit comes in hard and fast and there's a reef and like you better know what you're doing. But I wanted to go do that.
Yeah.
And I asked taxi people, we'll take you there, but there's no way to get you back. There's no taxis anywhere. You won't get back.
Oh, man.
I'm like,
PArkway
fuck.
Drive guys go?
I don't think so because I was talking to Winston about it. I don't think so. We talked surfing almost the whole interview.
A local after that. Like,
I know, right?
You just would have been living there, like eating like crab and stuff. Like you would have been stuck.
Is there the next island we're going to?
Bahamas? No, that's the worst. Like I live in South Florida now, and where I am specifically gets blocked by the Bahamas.
Okay.
But there's no surf where we're going now.
Okay.
But it's funny you mentioned about Australia because. I started surfing in L.A.
Yeah.
And the Atlantic Ocean I hate because in Florida, like you can literally be perfectly set for that wave and it will pass you by.
Yeah.
Whereas in L.A., you could be not ready at all. And if you're in the way, you're going whether you like it or not. So I'm thinking Australia, you're saying how bad that is, how strong it is.
Yeah.
L.A.'s pretty strong, so
LA
that must be.
because we obviously grew up going in the water in L.A.
Yeah.
Like, out of nowhere, there'll be like 30 in a row.
Yeah.
Just pummeling you, and then nothing for an hour. You know?
Right.
Surf. My cousins, they would take me out growing up, and my uncle would take me out on his, he would have like a fucking 16-foot or some crazy shit. And he would take me out with him, and the second a wave would come, he would just shove me out.
Yeah.
Yell, stand! I'd just get up. Oh man, like getting fucking eaten alive out there. It was fun though. I learned how to surf because of that. So.
Exactly. You learn on the hard part.
But back then I learned, but it never stuck.
Yeah, I had experience in Bali where it was just pummeling me. I'd ride a wave in, I'd turn around, get smacked, like immediately. Like they were one after another, and I couldn't get back out.
Yeah. That's how I felt in Australia. I literally thought I was going to die out there. It was insane.
Right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about the new music some more. Like, so how is it different? How is it the same? Why should people listen to the new music? All that good stuff.
It's such a hard question to answer, and I could come up with a bunch of bullshit answers.
Yeah.
We're progressing, we're better, we're this, we're that. Like, we're literally just writing music and like trying to stay true to ourselves and still get bigger, which every band's trying to do. It's fucking hard, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna fucking lie. It's so hard to like write new music and still be the same band.
Yeah.
You know, like times change, people have families. It's like, listen to it and tell us if you like it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna church it up. It's just if you like it, you like it. It is what it is, you know?
And you're right about the changing. Like one time, Joe from the Vandals said to me, he knew I wouldn't ask the question because everybody else says, and don't ask me. He did on purpose. Don't ask me when the Vandals are coming out with new music. Nobody wants to hear a 50-year-old writing the punk rock music.
And a lot of bands are doing that now because
Fear.
Yeah?
They're still going.
Yeah, they are.
Every year they play at Alex's Bar in Long Beach or San Pedro or whatever. Every year, like right around November, December. And they come and they play their show, dude. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah, I've seen them at the punk festivals I cover.
This fucking dude still sounds like the record. It's
Right?
fucking amazing.
they're a good band,
Yeah,
dude.
they're
a great band.
Oh, yeah.
But you're right,
100%.
like, people don't really consume new music now. Like, a lot of older bands, they're not doing that because people aren't consuming it. And then, like, in a weird way, you're almost ruining your legacy.
Yeah.
So it's like, a lot of bands are like, why bother? You know what I mean? Like, you release an album, it could be really good, but he's right. A 50-year-old dude writing about punk music, the dude probably buys his, like, toothpaste at Target. You know
Right.
what I mean? So it's like, and there's nothing wrong with that. We all do that.
Exactly.
But it's like, I understand why he feels that way.
Yeah.
So for us,
Totally.
it's kind of the same struggle. You know what I mean?
That's why I say that, because I'm like in awe of artists that can write new music after a period of time, because if you don't have the angst anymore, number one, of a teenager.
Yeah.
Number two, like how you keep thinking of things to write.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Now, the good news is today in 2025, unfortunately, you could write about the same shit you wrote in 1984.
Yeah. We're in like a vicious loop right now.
It's unbelievable. So we need guys like you, music, more than ever right now.
Yeah.
Because one thing I've seen in the past couple of years is there's only one place where everybody's united, and that's at a rock show.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
Simple as that.
Never bad attitudes, dude.
No.
Like, yeah.
Good therapy. We're all one. We're one family.
Yeah.
No outsiders. And none of the bullshit on the news or the outside world enters in those grounds.
You get a bunch of people who love the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's awesome. I love it. And that's how this boat is. Like, everyone is just here to have a good time. I haven't seen, like, one person with a bad attitude.
No.
Out of thousands of people.
What I love about that is I thought after COVID, the bitching about festivals would be over, and it's not. Like, you would think people would be like, oh, my God. I know what I was like. I don't give a shit if a kid gets up on stage with a recorder. If it's live music, I need to go because we haven't had any.
Yeah.
But they still complain. It's like, come on, man.
I can't wait till that shit's done and gone.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason to.
Yeah.
Like, so what? Just enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and have a good time. And what? Like, people complain, oh, the only band I wanted to see, they dropped out of the festival. That's not what a festival's about. Then go to their concert.
Everybody involves politics and then just like uses that as the excuse because of their beliefs, and it's like, you're full of shit.
Yeah.
Play the fucking show. You're doing something that's very contradicting here, so shut the fuck up.
Well,
get on stage and rock out.
The next generation's coming up. Like, a lot of young kids are listening to rock music again. Deftones, you know, Korn. Like, a lot of like 16-year-old kids are like super into that. So they're getting ready for it. Like, the shit that you and I love and we grew up on, it's coming back.
I see it too.
I'm glad
Deftones
too.
is going to be putting out a new album this year, I believe, too.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word on the street.
Yeah.
Word on the street.
Word on the street.
You got the
You heard it first here.
Homies with the bass player. We go to the same coffee shop in Highland Park over at Collage. Shout out to Collage and all the boys over there in Highland Park on York Boulevard at 52. Actually, it's 51. My bad.
So tell everybody how they can get your new music, buy your merch, because bands can't survive without merch, and they can't listen to my show without buying your merch.
Well, if you're here on Shiprocked and you're listening now, you can go downstairs and get it, or you can just go to HollywoodUndead.com, go to Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff from social media. I'm losing my train of thought here. You want to finish it for me?
Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff.
All the platforms, you'll find it.
I have another last question that we were talking about last night during your set.
Yes.
Are you going to bring back the masks?
Oof, we've been talking about it. I'm going to leave that one as an open-ended answer. Maybe.
I like that.
Maybe we will.
You've seen some of the pictures lately and the posts of Instagram and all that. So we'll just leave it there.
Yeah.
See what happens.
There you go.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, you guys fucking rock.
Thank you, man. Thanks for
I'm
having
sorry
us.
you're not doing a third set because, like, I would go to every... No. But I
I'd
would
do it if they asked us.
If you were playing every night, I'd be there every night.
I woke up this morning like with this feeling of like them coming, hey, will you guys play another set for us? Like, I'm not kidding. And then you just said that right now. I'm like, holy shit. I actually woke up thinking that.
It might happen now.
Maybe it'll happen.
Maybe we just put it out there in the universe now.
That's just you stroking my ego some more right now, dude.
You know what? You could always go to the Rockstar Karaoke and do a song there.
We're going to tonight, probably.
Are you?
Probably.
Oh, see that? There you go. That's fun.
Now that our show's over, I don't give a fuck if my voice blows out now.
Right, exactly. And now you can have fun.
Exactly.
So, what song are you gonna pick?
Do they have any Roy Orbison? Because I'm pretty sad.
I'm sure they do.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait till whatever band walks in the room and do that song. POD. I'm doing Boom.
Nice.
Buck Cherry, Crazy Bitch. I'm gonna make whoever walks in the room feel weird and just perform it at them.
I love.
I'm working on 2 songs of Roy Orbison, so if they have it, I'd be down.
That would be cool.
I'm not a very good singer, but I could sing in the tune of Me, which will be fine and everybody should enjoy. I don't know.
There you go.
So
I think so.
I'd be down.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being here on Shiprocked
Thanks for
and
having us.
rocking our fucking world, and thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipeman.
Your mom tunes in to Pipeman Radio.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.